Peepees, we're back, and it is episode 27 of The Prattle. And guys, today is a special episode as we are joined by 2019 four-star recruit out of Denton, Texas. It's Jalen Wilson. Jalen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me so much. Thank you.
Yeah, it is really an honor for us to have you on, Jalen, because congratulations, you are our first verified guest on the show.
Oh, thank you.
What's it like having that blue check mark?
It's good. You know, I gotta. You know, it's just like another world on Instagram. You know, it just gives you like, you know, that way I can talk to really pretty much anyone. You know, just being able to search up names and you know, kind of talk to other well-known people is really cool.
That's really cool. That's really cool. So what I want to talk about is a little bit of your recruiting process. It looks like you had about 17 offers. You had offers from big-name schools like Kansas and UCLA as well. Was it exciting for you, or was it more of a hassle until you finally committed?
I mean, it was exciting, you know, just being able to have offers and talk to head coaches from all the way across the country. So, you know, that part's always great. You know, being able to take unofficial visits is really fun. And I think just the best thing about it is just being able to meet so many people and making so many new relationships. So, but I think what really was like the peak of it all was, you know, narrowing down my list and really focusing on 6 schools, which then led me just deciding to go to, you know, Michigan, which is the best place for me.
Heck yeah, baby, love that. And you mentioned going all over the country, but did staying close to home ever weigh a lot into making your choice?
No, I knew from the go that I wanted to, you know, go to the place that was best for me. So being all the way north or, you know, being all the way, you know, 15 minutes from home, it wouldn't matter at all to me because, you know, regardless of anything, you're going to be homesick regardless of what school you're at. So, you know, being location was really not a big thing of me. Just being at a place where I can perform at my best and do what I do best is really what I want to go to.
Right, absolutely. That makes sense. So if that didn't play a big part in it, what were some of the key qualities that you were looking for in a school?
Just a school who would allow me to come in and play my game. And, you know, I just really want to come in and make an immediate impact in whatever school I can to. And just a school who had great coaches, you know, such as Coach Belon, and just coaches that would develop you as a player and a person, you know, and have a family, you know, environment. No, it's not just coach-to-player relationship. You know, it's just respect. You know, that was a really big thing in choosing Michigan.
Jalen, I read that you were named after Michigan star Jalen Rose, and it seems like a lot of things pointed toward Michigan, and you made your choice fairly early. At what point did you know it was going to be Michigan?
You know, I think once I saw how much in detail Coach Belon was when he came to my house for a home visit, that really just set him apart from every other coach that previously came. And then when I went on campus, I mean, I just knew that this was the place for me. You know, just the things they showed me the beautiful campus, the gym I play in. You know, to even the gear. You know, the gear room was incredible. Just all
that's right, baby.
And then, you know, I just knew that place was for me. You know, I was born to go there.
So switching it up a little bit, back to the high school, or actually right now for you, what is your favorite memory so far, whether it be in AAU league or in high school? What's something that stuck out to you or was one of your favorite memories?
Like from this previous year, or just what do you mean?
In general.
Probably one of my best high school basketball memories is this past year, the third round in the playoffs. We were down 76-71 with about 40 seconds to go, and 76-70, and I hit a three to go down 3. They shoot a shot, they miss it. We come down, hit a 3, so it's tied with 10 seconds, and I end up stealing the ball, and we score with literally 0.5 seconds left, and we win. It was really just, the gym was packed. That was probably the best moment of my high school career, was that, you know, like that I've had so far. You know, I hope to make even best ones, you know, next season for my senior year.
Yeah, it sounds like you balled out. I'm sure you're going to have a lot more of that this next season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sounds like you went full Tracy McGrady when he scored like 13 points in the final minute. You remember that? You ever seen highlights of that game?
Had to do that. Oh yeah, I've seen that game plenty of times. That Tracy McGrady's a go for that one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, Jalen, what I need to talk about is it's what a lot of people have been talking about, and it's this commitment video you made of coming to Michigan, dressing up as Uncle Lou. How did you come up with that idea initially, and what was like the response like for you from that video?
Initially, I just wanted to do something really different. You know, I'm not a person who, you know, I'm not really just an ordinary person. I don't like just, you know, doing all just. I'm committing for basketball, so it's going to have to be in the gym. Like, no, I like being outside the box. You know, I'm just not a weird person, but I'm different. You know, I like different things. So I thought, you know, doing something that was, you know, away from everything else than usual videos would be really good. So I talked to one of the directors who I worked with, and he brought up the new Kyrie movie that was coming out, Uncle Drew. So I really loved it, and I'd always loved the commercial a couple years ago when it came out. So just choosing that and just making that video with all my family in it. You know, all the crowd was my family.
Oh, that's awesome.
Plenty were some randoms, but everyone in the crowd was my family and really, really close friends that I consider family. And just after posting it, I got, you know, tremendous love and feedback. You know, I always think to myself, you know, that was the best video I've ever seen. You know, if I was ever to see someone do that. So I really hope people, you know, enjoyed it. You know, I loved it. So just being able to make that with my family, you know, the people who got me to where I am today was really special to me.
That's really cool. I really, really enjoyed watching the video. However, I do have to say my favorite part of the video was the ending. Go Blue, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I loved it. I had to put that in there.
Of course. That's awesome.
Jalen, that video got a lot of attention. I saw it had almost 400,000 views on Twitter. Did you have any haters on social media? I know that they have a lot of access to you.
Yeah. There's a lot of haters. You know, a lot of people were really mad when I didn't even put, you know, like schools like Oklahoma in my top 6. You know, I'm from Oklahoma, so people just assumed I'd go there. So they were really hating on that. And I posted a commitment video. I mean, a lot of people thought it was going to be Kansas, or really, a lot of people thought it was going to be Kansas. So when they said that, you know, I got a lot of hate. But you know, growing up in basketball, I mean, you got people who hate you, and you got people who love you, who want to see you get better. So I'm really used to that. You know, I'm good on blocking all that out, just focusing on, you know, the positives. There was a lot of more love feedback than there was negativity. So I'm glad that's how it turned out.
Yeah, Jayla, when I first watched that video, I was like, who is this dude? Like, come on. And then I went back and I watched your highlight tape. I'm like, oh, it's this man. Okay. You have every right to do this. So
yeah, you gotta put up something to make that kind of video. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Jalen, I find it really interesting that people just assume that you're just going to stay close, go to Oklahoma or Texas or Kansas or whatever. But I'm glad that you made the right decision that you thought was best for you. But you realize that Michigan is pretty far north. Are you ready for these Michigan winters?
I am. I got a little taste of it when I went on my unofficial. So I'm going for a football game for my official, the first home game. So that'll be really fun. And, you know, hey, it's a price you have to pay, but you know, I plan to spend most of my time in the gym with heat, so that's all good for me.
There you go.
I did see that your official visit is the 7th. Is that correct? September?
Yes, it is September 7th.
Listen, that's not winter for us. That's gonna be pretty good weather. Try coming to a Michigan football game in like November, and then it's a little bit different weather. But I'm glad that you're going to be in the gym for the bulk of that. I like to hear that.
Yeah, I thought, you know, coming to the first home game would be really fun.
For sure.
To see the crowd. I know the football games are really taken seriously and important on campus. So it was a must for me to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So sticking with Michigan a little bit, John Beilein, especially recently, has a strong track record as one of the better developmental coaches in the nation. Did this factor into your decision at all? Maybe thinking about making the league like a lot of guys have in the recent past for Michigan?
Oh, yeah, you know I love Michigan, but the NBA is always, you know, my dream. You know, and I thought Michigan was the perfect place to get me there, so that's why I chose it. and I know Coach Beeline can really help me develop and get better as a player. So if it's 1 year and done, or however many, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm always gonna make the best choice.
That's
but
right.
I know he can really develop players.
Right, for sure. So you mentioned whether it be 1 year, 2 years, you don't necessarily have a plan right now, especially being a junior. You're not shooting necessarily for the one and done. You're just kind of waiting to see what's best for you?
Well, I mean, hey, if 1 year is it and I'm Lotto, then hey, Coach Beyond said if you're league ready, then go. He'll never tell me to stay for him because his job is to win, but also develop players. So he understands that, I understand that, and he wouldn't let me leave if I wasn't supposed to. So if it's my time, God is saying that it's my time, and that's the time I'm gonna go.
For sure, man. I love that. And Beeline now has the NBA experience, having interviews with the Pistons. Luckily, he stayed back. But so,
yeah,
Beeline being a developmental coach like that obviously played a factor in it. But what about, like, on a serious note, what about all the Jumpman gear? Like, that would have played into it.
That was definitely a low perk on the side. I had to really just be like, man, I'm not to be flirted with gear. I mean, I went in the closet. I was like, gosh, these dudes live really like some kings. It's like I walk in, they got every Jordan. They're really spoiled. But I mean, you go to the national championship, you make your way there, you deserve it all. So I mean, hey, it's all you.
Jalen, do you buy into that look good, feel good, play good?
I do. Hey, if I don't like my basketball fit, I don't feel good. So if I look good, my confidence is always up. So that's how I play. That's how I play.
Let's talk about that. What kind of gear do you wear? What kind of shoes?
Well, for my shoes, I'm Adidas fan for the summer. Adidas is a great summer program. I usually wear the Dames, but for this year, for my senior year, I'm gonna go all Jordan. To get used to wearing Jordans, and I wear a sleeve. Always wear a left sleeve. That's just how I do it. And then I'll wear some long tights once in a while. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But most of the time it's just sleeve, and I like my shorts, rolled up short, so I can just have my legs out, just moving. That's how I feel.
Do you roll up your shorts?
Yes, I do. I cannot have baggy shorts. I was talking to Coach about that, how the Fab Five used to wear those baggy shorts. I don't know how they did that, man. That's gross to me.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I find it really interesting that we still have just really long shorts. I see a lot of people rolling up the shorts. Why haven't uniforms changed to a shorter thing? That's just me.
I don't know, and I hope they do. If they did, I'd love that over the baggy shorts. But to the Texas, you can't really roll your shorts. But I mean, I get away with it. But you can't. It's against the rules to roll up your shorts. So it's a bad rule. But I have to. Just that one roll is just a lot for me.
I like that.
I feel you. The wave at Michigan recently has been the short shorts, whether it be DJ Wilson or Jordan Poole, those kind of guys. They're wearing those Jordan short.
Yeah. I talked to Jordan about that. He does that a lot, and I saw DJ when he was on TV. He did it a lot, which that was really cool. So they just they get the vibe.
So Jalen, back to the Jordan gear. What's your favorite pair of shoes of Jordan?
Man, that's tough. But can I choose my top three?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. My top three. This is no order, but top three it has to be the Jordan 11s.
All right.
The fives. Ooh, this is tough. And I'm gonna have to go ones.
Okay.
Those are classics. 11, 5s, and 1s. Those are all the Jordans I try to stock up on right now. But I've also found myself liking the 12s a little bit. But 11, 5s, and 1s, those are my favorite ones right now.
Are you talking the Michigan colorways or the original colorways?
Well, just any colorway. But they're making some Michigan 12s right now I'm trying to get. So I got to get those.
I love that. That's a great shout out. Michael Jordan's a huge listener to the Prattle, so that's really great.
Yeah.
Hey, I love Jordan.
Speaking of that, who's the GOAT, LeBron or MJ?
MJ. MJ's a killer.
Oh.
I know LeBron is all about being an all-around player, but I find that I just think MJ's killer instinct. 6-0 in the finals. You can say what you want. I'm not even a person that talks about rings. Bill Russell had 11 rings. That's fine, but he also didn't play against anyone. But Michael Jordan, playing his era with the Bad Boys, all those Hall of Famers, just being 6-0 in the finals. That means, not saying he made the finals every year, but when he did make the championship, he showed up. So, you can't take that away from anyone like that.
Right. So we talked.
And that there was no Game 7 in any of those finals, by the way, either.
Okay.
So you're very strong and adamant about Jordan then, aren't you?
Very, very strong about that.
Do you like to watch film on him and kind of learn from him a little bit?
Yes, I do. His all Jordan, just the way he carried himself on the court, like, I'm the best one on the person on the planet, and he showed that every single game. And just like I said, the killer instinct he has is just irreplaceable. No one else will ever have that. No matter how good and how all around player you are, that Jordan instinct. The only thing that comes close to is Kobe's Mamba mentality. So,
do you try to channel those mentalities in your game?
Really, I have to just go on the court saying, I'm the best player on this court, and I'm going to score the ball when I want to and lock up when I want to. And I think just having that mindset will get me to where I want to be. I've always been hated on and stuff growing up, and I always had a fight for like playing time growing up. And I really didn't start getting my shine until last summer. So I just really stuck strong to doing me, doing my game, and I don't care about anyone else besides how I do on the court.
Speaking of your game, what do you find your biggest strength in it?
Biggest strength is being so versatile. I'm 6'8", and I can shoot, dribble, rebound, pass, get the rebound, push up the court. I'm being able to start the offense at a higher rate because, most point guards aren't really crashing like that. So I'm able to start the offense and get us going really, really fast, and that's really efficient, when it's a high-tempo game. And I think that's my best quality is just being so versatile and being able to do everything.
So you've still got a year left in high school, but what are you preparing yourself for in college ball? What are you focusing on?
I'm really trying to get my body right. Really trying to get stronger, more explosive. I think I'm gonna play this year with my dad and a lot of his friends. You got to play against grown men. College is no joke. Being a senior in high school, you're the oldest one, and then that next year you're the youngest one. So you gotta really make that big transition with your body. You get faster, become sharper in the brain when it comes to playmaking and just efficiency. That's a really change for me. And, I think I'm going to make a big change in my game and body coming into college.
Yeah, that makes sense. You got to work on the stuff that doesn't come with the game, the stuff that you got to put the work into.
For sure.
But you mentioned the visit on September 7th, and you said you're going to a football game. What other plans you got for that?
Well, for the visit, like what do I have planned?
Yeah, you said you're going to the football game. You doing anything else? You staying the night?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the football game. I'll be able to talk to a lot of more people. Be able to see a lot of more buildings. I'm gonna probably play up and down some guys like I did last time. Just really get a feel for how the everyday life is on campus. When I went in spring, not a lot of people were there because they're on spring break. So just get a really good vibe of I know just to see the basketball side and see the student side because you are a student athlete, and those things really do matter when it comes to being a student at Michigan.
Right, for sure. Going to college is definitely a full experience. Speaking of Michigan, we had a couple 2018 Michigan recruits on, David DeJulius and Iggy Brzdikis, and one thing that they hammered home was that Beeline recruits great basketball players, but he also recruits great dudes. So do you have any relationships with any of those 2018 recruits, any guys that might be coming in with you or any of the current players?
I don't have really any relationships with the 2018 players, but I did make great relationships with Jordan and Isaiah, the two freshmen going to be sophomores there.
Mm-hmm.
We really clicked it off going to, we hooped together when I went up there and we ate. And I got to go back to the dorm with them and just really talk to them about things. And in my class, with the people that Coach Bjorn has offered, because he's offered about 6 people. I'm really close with DJ Carson. He's a really good dude, and I just try to tell him, Michigan's a great place, and he should really consider. I think he's going on official on the 28th of this month too, so it's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch it up on you. First, I'm gonna ask you: are you a big baller? Are you
Am I a big baller? Like what? What do you mean?
like the Big Baller brand, all the Ball family?
No, I do not associate with the big ballers at all. I stay away from all that. They a little too wild for me. I don't get down with that. I love what they're doing though. I mean, hey, out of all the chaos you see about them, hey, they do bring in money. They do bring in a lot of humor, and they have a very successful family, and I respect that a lot though.
They're hustlers.
So, did you ever think about the JBA? What they're starting up?
Never thought about that. I can make money playing basketball after college. I never thought about that. I never thought about the NBA.
Yeah. So did you? There's guys like Darius Basley in the 2018 class that are going straight to the G League, and I think there's going to be more of a wave as it comes on. Nothing like that ever crossed your mind. It was always, I'm going to go to college for at least a year and then make money after that.
Yeah. I never want to do that because college is such a great place. Basketball is such a impact in my life, and I know basketball is everything right now. But college getting an education is so much. You'll only be able to play basketball for so long. And after it's done, you'll have 40 years of your life at least left. So having college education, and just being able to have that college feel is always important to me. You still got to live life and experience things, no matter what you're doing, if it's basketball or any sport.
That's a great attitude to have. So you mentioned MJ as being your favorite all time. Is there someone you have who's your favorite in the NBA right now?
Kevin Durant is really like my all-time player right now, but I love Jason Tatum's game. I watched his game ever since he was in high school. I watch his film probably like every single day. He's really a player that I try to mimic my game after a lot, and I think he's really going to make an impact on the NBA in these next years really quick.
You mentioned your versatility earlier, and I see a lot of that in Jason Tatum. So do you kind of believe that Jason Tatum is one of the guys in the NBA that you model your game most after, especially after his incredible rookie season?
Oh, for sure. I try to steal as much as I can from his game. I mean, if I can take that and do that, I mean, that's easy success for basketball and at Michigan. I mean, that's a great game style to play with. So I try to take as much as I can from his game because, I mean, he showed this year that he's definitely a pro and definitely more than just, a rookie in his first year in the NBA.
Yeah, so you talked about how you mimic your game after other players. But what makes you unique? What makes you you? What makes you Jalen Wilson? What makes you stand out?
I said already I was versatile and I can do all this, but I'm just a great, person. I love playing with teammates who just love to be around me. I always try to be positive. I'm never gonna get all up in you, yell at you. I'm always gonna be happy, joking around. I'm not like one of those players before the game is like all serious, like, oh, I can't laugh or anything before a game because, I mean, basketball is fun to me. It's not just, oh, I'm serious all the time. I know I'm serious on the court for sure, but being able to laugh and play, I mean, that's what basketball is. It's not about, you shouldn't play it if you're angry. I mean, I'm always happy on the court, laughing on the court, talking to people. That's what I do. I don't think anyone should play if all they're going to be is just angry all the time. So I think, regardless of being how good I am on just basketball, I think just the person and character I have for people, that really stands out to coaches and players.
That's awesome because one thing that I noticed from this past Michigan team, especially guys like Jordan Poole and guys like Isaiah Livers that you mentioned earlier, is they like to be loose. You know, they like to have fun away from the court and a little bit on the court as well. They have some flair. Do you think you fit in well with that? And do you think John Beeline allows for that? Like some coaches, some old-fashioned coaches don't allow for guys to kind of be themselves like that.
Yeah, no, I believe in that 100%. You know, I would never be on the court just, you know, plain face, you know, not having fun. I show my emotions very highly. You know, I think that's about a part of the game, you know, just having fun being you. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you play this game because you love to play it. You know, you want to make money playing this game. You want to wake up every day saying, hey, I can play basketball. You know, I don't have to work. I can do what I love. You're not saying that people work and don't do what they love, but just being able to play a sport is just, you know, such a great thing to do and a blessing. So I always take advantage of it. You know, I'm always happy on the court, having fun, laughing, because I know that it's more than just a game. You know, this is my life, and I like to live my life with a positive mindset and just always being me.
You mentioned that you show emotions on the court. Do you ever trash talk?
Yeah, you know, if someone talking to me, you know, I always remind them, you know, who I am, and you know, if they always want to say something to me, I always get them back with a bucket. That'll usually shut them up for a minute. So I love when people talk trash to me because it just amplifies my game even more, and I love it. It's fun. I always love it.
Right. So going along with this emotions and trash talk, so are you big on the Warriors' new brand of basketball they kind of created with like Draymond talking and all the guys celebrating and bowling before the game and everything?
I love it. I think having that in basketball is really important. You know, I think on the Cleveland side, it's just so like a factory. You know, LeBron's just, you know, give me the ball, you stay here. Like it's no humor, no emotion. Just you got to have fun with this, man. You only get to play for so long. You know, I think how LeBron's taking it is not the way. I mean, I know he's trying to be a leader and a captain, but I don't think people are like loving to play with him as much as they used to back when he was in Miami. You know, being at Miami, they used to joke and have fun all the time on the sidelines. But you know, I think that's why Golden State is so dominant, is because everyone loves each other, everyone backs up each other. No one's, you know, doing too much. They all fit in their place, and I think that's what makes them really good.
Right, I feel you on that, and I think that's a good point. LeBron does kind of treat it like a factory over there.
Man, it's bad.
But switching it up a little bit, going away from the basketball court, what do you do for fun? I mean, I'm a big Fortnite guy, big NBA follower.
Hey, really big Fortnite guy. I love video games. Video games have always been like another outlet for me. I really love just spending time with my friends. You know, high school is so short, so just making fun with friends. I love sand volleyball. That's a really fun activity I do nearby in a nearby city next to where I live now. I used to love roller coasters. I'm not really a big fan after a tragic accident had happened in the city I used to live in, so I can't do that anymore. But yeah, playing video games, swimming. I love swimming, and I like to binge watch a lot on Netflix. I don't know. I find myself watching Netflix a lot.
What show you watching on Netflix right now?
I just got done with Prison Break. That was really good. I love Prison Break. I just got done with 13 Reasons Why, and I had a horrible ending for me. And now I'm on Riverdale. And Family Guy is my all-time favorite show.
Family Guy's good to go to. I can agree there. And
yeah.
Fortnite, actually, are you good? I mean, I'd say I'm pretty good. I could probably take you one-on-one there.
I might be just as good at Fortnite than I am hooping, because I find myself getting dubs plenty of times, and I carry too. I mean, I gotta average at least. If I'm landing at tilted, I'm leaving with 5 kills.
Ooh.
I would say that.
Okay.
I would say that.
Xbox or PS4?
Oh, PlayStation. Never,
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on.
Okay. Whatever.
Come on,
Those
now.
are some weak lobbies in there.
Hey, Xbox is better than PS4.
Oh,
That's-
dude, the people on
100%.
Xbox are way better than the people on PlayStation. It's not even close.
No, and if you let Ninja play, he definitely would. I think he would choose PS4.
Xbox, you leave him tilted with 5 deaths.
Right.
Xbox is just not me. I don't. It's just. It's weird. It's like foreign. You know, I don't mess with Xbox. PS4, PlayStation's always been good to me.
That's fair enough. So if you're dropping anywhere on Fortnite and you're trying to get that dub, not necessarily a high kill game, where are you dropping with the boys?
If I'm dropping and I'm looking for a dub, you know, I'm focused. It's risky every time.
Okay.
Every
The
time.
newcomer.
Risky is you know, you land at risky, make your way over to fatal, then you circle back around tilted to where haunted is.
Yep.
And then you end up finding yourself around loot, or you'll end up finding yourself around loot, and or what do they call Dusty now?
Dusty Divot?
The divot.
Yeah. You'll find yourself around there. And that's about the solo dubs. That's where I find myself winning. That little circle is really good. And the worst place by far is probably Flush. I hate Flush.
Oh, Flush is just too far away.
Yeah,
It's a maze,
Flush
too.
Or I do like what's that place on the very, very Lucky. I like Lucky.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so are those challenges killing your vibe at Risky Reels then?
They are. The challenges are tough. I hate the challenges, so I really focus on the kills. I love just being able to, you know, pump somebody one time. That's just like, I don't know what's a better feeling than that. I mean, gosh.
Hey, you rather hit the game-winning 3 or pump somebody in the face for the dub? 15 kill dub.
God, I might have to take that. That's hard.
Right.
That is really hard. I mean, that one pump and seeing a victory royale.
Oh my gosh.
Pop up. That, I mean, that's different.
I love
That
that.
is different.
I love that this turned from a basketball interview to a Fortnite interview.
You're
I love
way
it.
more excited about the Fortnite than the basketball. That's fair enough.
Man, I'm sure we could talk about Fortnite for hours, but it sounds like you do have the killer mentality in Fortnite and in basketball.
For sure. Absolutely.
So
If you want to be good at it, you got to take it serious.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, listen, I only have about 10 solo dubs, and I think I've played about 1,500 games.
Hey, I'm around there too. I'm a duos man. I like to play duos. I think duos are really cool. And if I want to like get better, I'll play a solo squad every once in a while.
Right. Okay.
So what you're saying is you're against super teams.
Against super teams, I mean, I watch Ninja and he plays with other like pros, and I think that's completely unfair. I mean, gosh. But I don't know how you even play on PC because PC is just so hard. I've tried so many times. I don't know how those dudes do it at all.
Yeah, I don't know either. I wish I was better at Fortnite, but my Fortnite game is like my basketball game, and that's why I play intramurals instead of D1, I guess.
Oh, God.
So do you play PS4 with any of the guys, like any basketball guys, any recruits, like DJ you mentioned, any guys like that? Is that a way for you guys to just kind of hang when you're not together?
Oh yeah, for sure. I play basketball, or I play Fortnite, 2K with a lot of people. I play with RJ Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
He's my best friend.
Oh, cool.
I play with my friend Grant Sherfield. He just committed to UCLA not too long ago. I played with DJ. I played with Armando. He's a what is he? He plays on the Nike URBL. He's my grade. He's really good. And I play with a lot of people. You know, I think Hoover's stay in touch by social media and gaming. I think that really keeps us with that bond that we have.
Right, that's awesome. Do you use any of that social media bond or even face-to-face bond to act more of like a recruiter once you've committed to Michigan? Are you now like hardcore recruiting these guys like DJ?
Oh yeah, for sure. I talk to DJ all the time. I was just at an NBPA camp,
Right,
where DJ was and other top recruits, and I was I was like a little Beeline junior trying to get somebody to come with me to win a championship for sure.
We've talked to Iggy Brazdeikis and David DeJulius, and they've really emphasized how badly they want to win a national championship. Are you as excited, are as motivated to win a national championship as they are?
Oh, for sure. I think that's the peak of college basketball, of course. If you win a national championship and you do your job, that's just calling in the NBA scouts. And I think, making a college Final Four and winning a championship is so important. The memories you make on the way there is insane. Beating teams, the upsets, the game winners, just the memories that you'll have forever. And then be able to carry that on to the NBA, just see coach, because South sees the long run. So to make a national championship and win that's obviously the main goal I have with college basketball for sure.
That's awesome. And as long as some of those Michigan guys stick around, which a lot of them will still be around, that 2019-2020 team when you come in is going to be pretty good. I'm thinking that might be a natty bound right there. Hang some banners.
Hey, I think the exact same. Trust me on that.
Yes, sir.
So this has been a great interview, and you've been great with your answers. Tell us, what's next for you? What do you have planned for this next year and beyond?
For my senior year, I'm really trying to really start. I'm really trying to finish the summer strong. I'm trying to, move up my rankings. I'm not around the 30s in pretty much all of them, all the rankings. So I'm really trying to move into the top 25, which I really think I can. That's my main goal for the rest of high school. Being an adult American is obviously a really big dream of mine I've had growing up. So that's my main goal. But, just doing that and winning a state championship with my school, those are my two goals for the rest of my year.
We love that, Jalen. Final thing. You got any shout-outs? Want to shout out your boy?
What?
Got any shout-outs? Want to shout out any boys or anything? Anyone?
Let me shout out all my family. Shout out to Coach Belon for being the greatest coach and choosing me to come to his school. Shout out to DJ because I need him to come be a point guard here at Michigan.
That's right, baby.
And shout out to all my guys on the Adidas Gauntlet. They know who they are, and go blue. Really, that's all I got to say.
Go Blue is right. And Jalen, like Pop said before, thank you so much for coming on. It was a great interview. We love talking hoops. We especially love talking Fortnite, of course. And we're rooting for you, man. We're Team Jalen here at the Prattle, and we hope to see you on those battlefields, even if you're playing on the PS4.
Got you. Thank you for everything. It was great talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Have a great night. Jalen, I just want to say thank you once again. And PPs, this is going to wrap up this episode 27. Of course, it's the best step yet. We'll see you again soon. Peace.
Peace. See you, PPs.
Adios.